Well may we say, God save the Queen. Because nothing will save the Governor-General.
Right, would you tell them to pull tone and connect? Can we have everybody who is not required to be in here now out of the studio? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, this panel is now on air. You are listening to Community Radio Melbourne, station 3CR, broadcasting on 840 kilohertz. This will be the first station owned and operated by a cooperative of community organisations on a Melbourne-wide basis. This is 3CR.
If you're looking for excitement, turn off. If you're looking for hard work, struggle, sweat, tears, emotion, sick of the virtual world, this is it, the anarchist world this week. Most people on the planet would give their left arm and their right leg to come and live in this country. And now we have a situation where 1% of the population in this country controls over 50% of the wealth, while the 30% of people who rely on social security benefits to survive, single parents benefits, disability support pensions, old age pensions to survive, own less than 5% of the wealth in this country. So on every statistical indicator, the gap is growing.
النادي العربي الفلسطيني يقدم
This is 3CR. The Palestine Arab Club presents you with Palestine Voice.
மாலை வணக்கங்கள். விக்டோரிய ஈழத்தமிழ்ச் சங்கத்தின் ஆதரவில் நடாத்தப்படும் 3CR தமிழ்குரல் சேவை மூலம் அன்பு தமிழ் நெஞ்சங்களை வானொலி அணைகள் மூலம் மறுபடியும் சந்திப்பதில் மனமகிழ்வு கொள்கின்றோம். தமிழ்குரலின் ஒளிபரப்பு தற்போது 3CR வானொலியூடாகவும் இன்பத் தமிழ் வானொலியூடாகவும்.
And we're going to sort of sit back, kick our heels up and relax this evening, I think, because we've got a great pre-recorded interview coming up, I believe, Sam.
We do. We've got a fantastic interview with three individuals, Blake Johnston, Carol Lander and also Lisa Proud, who are discussing dwarf entertainment. And as you and I both know, it's a topic that polarises the short-statured community and also the general public, so it should be interesting listening.
Could you just tell us what's happened in Strawn today?
Well, we've just had word that some people have been arrested on the Lower Gordon River today at the Warner's Landing site for attempting to obstruct the work of the bulldozer there.
I was very interested in doing all the best I can to stop the dam being built, and I feel this is the best way that I can actually participate in blockading against the dam.
You're listening to Precious Memories till 2 o'clock today with Gilla, and if you've got any of them favourite requests, them old country favourites, you can give us a ring in here. Actually, I was thinking about a precious memory. I was going past the old Fitzroy Stars gymnasium and remember the highlights of the days when it was open and going and we had our world champions in there boxing. I walked past and guess what? It's closed. Even used to provide a feed for the homeless out there of a morning and lunchtime. A precious memory. If you got one out there, give us a ring on 94198377.
I think what came out of 87, 88 was the fact that leading up to the bicentennial, a lot of community groups, not just Koori's, wanted to, I suppose, learn more about the Koori community and the Koori political history in this country and the war that's gone on for 200 years. And this is the whole importance of having 3CR and public radio, is the fact that for the first time you were hearing a black person's view about his life and his history, or her history.
Let's talk about the Black GST. Genocide to be stopped, sovereignty acknowledged and treaties made. Tune in to Fire First every Wednesday from 11am till 12 midday on 3CR with Robbie Thorpe.
Red light on, Robbie always, Duane Bungelini, Robbie Thorpe, he always points out to me When in trouble, think of fire first.
You know, Victoria, so-called, was densely populated by the original peoples. Many nations of Aboriginal people with distinct languages existed here for hundreds of thousands of years. And it took a lot to dispossess and disperse them. And up at, I think it was about 1854, Victoria became the first colony to constitute on the basis of terra nullius. Australia is a crime scene, and their day's coming, let me assure you. And even as near as next week, December the 10th, Human Rights Day, it's time for Australia to account, I believe, and it still remains a crime scene. No consent, no treaty means you haven't got jurisdiction. Despite that, our people fill your filthy jails.
We're now expecting Nelson Mandela to arrive, and you can hear the applause.
People are standing up. One day they'll be clapping an Aboriginal person like this.
It was the labour movement of this country in the early 50s which supported the dock workers in this country who refused to unload South African ships. That was a decision which created a great deal of excitement, which gave the people of South Africa in their struggle a lot of strength and a lot of hope.
.855 on the AM band, if we can hear it through the noise and find it through the smog. City limits.
Okay, in City Limits, it's the first Wednesday of December, so that means it's Transport Day. It's our last Transport Day of the year. John McPherson, our Transport Guru, our monthly Transport Guru in the studio. Doug Jordan over there. I'm Kevin Healy. The very conservative South Australian senator was interviewed on the ABC this morning, and
dear old Corey Bernardi.
Well, ask Glennis what she thinks of this, but he said that, in fact, the ABC is a threat to the diversity of media in this country. Okay.
I do like Andrew Bolt's description of the ABC as far left.
Yes,
and the Age. He obviously never listens to 3CR.
No, it's an insult to 3CR, really.
And they see their school that they've loved and given a year of their life to try and defend occupied by coppers. I mean, the occupation continues, except it's not us anymore, it's coppers. And at the end of the day...
there are about 6 police officers trying to remove him, and they can't at this stage. They've got him by the throat. As I said, they're wearing leather gloves, and this man they can't remove. And another 6 policemen have come in to join him, and they're not getting anywhere. He's a big boy, and he's obviously doing a good job, and the coppers just can't win. There's 6 women who are left, and I can notice that one of them is a 3CR volunteer.
We're playing Aussie vinyl today. That's what we're going to do, because that's what we love to do.
I know. What's this Preston one, Kate?
I know, Preston Records.
Preston Records on 45, the Preston Mountain Boys.
Yes. They're a local band from the 80s, double bass dinka 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 kind of stuff.
I don't remember them.
And I used to go around and watch them and buy all the 45s. All right, let's have a listen.
Wednesday! Oi, Kate, it's 2 o'clock, Wednesday again.
I know, Susie, how wrapped are we? You're listening to Lazy Wednesday afternoon on 3CR, 855 on your AM dial. And if it happens in our town,
we'll play the soundtrack. Stuff the neighbours.
We declare 3CR, Community Radio Melbourne, open for transmission.
3CR.
This is the rough-throated 3CR, and if you believe, as I do, in the policy of 3CR and its music programming, how about becoming a listener sponsor?
Oh, commercial radio, such a dreary scene. Sick and hear about members, someone's pimple cream. Want to hear about a
not some pop star. What's the ratings we're tuning 3CR.